sticking with provincial politics, Niagara's New Democrats are proposing a new bill to make it easier to remove Ontario city councillors from their seat. The Ontario NDP says it's aimed at addressing harassment and misconduct amongst municipal councils. Jason Gaidola joining us live in studio with the latest on this. Good evening, Jason.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. Early this morning, the NDP is recommending that there be a board of integrity commissioners under the province's ethics watchdog to handle those types of violations. Then they would put forward an application for a judicial review. The Ontario NDP is pushing for stiffer punishment on matters of violence, harassment, and discrimination on the municipal level.
Municipally elected officials should be held accountable for workplace misconduct like anybody else. And that should include, if necessary, losing their job.
This morning at Queen's Park, the proposed bill was announced and put forward by Niagara Centre's Jeff Burch, calling to amend the province's Municipal Act and implement tools to oust a sitting councillor from their seat if deemed to be in violation by integrity commissioners.
If their seat is vacated, which in this legislation, different from past legislation, does not have to go through the City Council. It can be referred directly from the Commissioner to the Judiciary, and they would not be eligible to run in the future election.
Burch says the proposed legislation would revamp the codes of conduct and establish a board of integrity commissioners under Ontario's ethics watchdog. The committee would then appeal for a judicial review to determine a dismissal.
There have been moments where councillors have contravened a code, been removed from council chambers for a short period of time, but that can only go up to 90 days.
Niagara councillor Haley Bateman says change was supported at the regional level. And across Ontario, many council chambers are no stranger to heated exchanges.
If you want to talk policy and hash out policy and challenge one another do it in the most professional way.
However, some questions remain about the legislation's current draft.
If you have this ability to remove a sitting member, you remove the democratic voice from the people who elected that person, and who may feel that their representative is being removed not because they've acted in an improper manner, but because they're upsetting the other sitting councillors. So, you know, there has to be a pretty high bar to remove an elected official.
The new bill appears to mimic similar calls for change from the Association of Ontario Municipalities. Today, the Ford government says they are considering it.
Across every single municipality, 444 municipalities, they treat this differently. And I think we got to get to a place where we have a more unified system that can meet any challenge that might be put before us.
Now, former House Leader Paul Calandra says he anticipates more proposals and discussions about advancing a framework for misconduct at this year's AMO conference in Ottawa. Back to you.